Wenbing Tiao Bian, by Wu Tang, Qing Dynasty. Wu Tang, also known as Ju Tong, was a renowned medical expert from Huaiyin, Jiangsu Province, China, 1758 to 1863, during the Qing Dynasty. At the age of 19, his father passed away due to illness, leaving him deeply saddened. He felt that not understanding medicine meant he couldn't fulfill his duty as a son, leading him to make a firm decision to study medicine. 4 years later, his nephew suffered from throat disease. After consulting a doctor, the use of ice borax powder worsened the condition. Several other doctors were consulted, and the reckless treatment resulted in the nephew's death from widespread jaundice. Ju Tong, still in the early stages of his medical studies, felt a deep sense of remorse and determination, much like Zhong Zhongjing during the Han Dynasty, when he lost hundreds of relatives to Shonghan illness. Ju Tong threw himself into studying medicine, and specialized in the field of warm diseases, eventually becoming the foremost authority in the Wenbing warm diseases school of thought. While reviewing the Siku Quanshu, complete library of the Four Treasuries in Beijing, he came across Wu Yu's Wenyi Lun treatise on warm epidemics. Impressed by its comprehensive and powerful arguments, he found it innovative and practical, which greatly inspired him. He held Yi Qianxia in high regard as well, though he believed Yi's theories were more inclined towards southern patterns and relatively simplistic in argumentation. Wu Tang, building upon Yi Qianxia's theories and incorporating ancient and contemporary wisdom along with clinical experience, authored the Wenbing Tiao Bian in 5 volumes, further advancing the theory of warm febrile diseases. The Wenbing Tiao Bian serves as a significant contribution to the field of warm diseases, blending classical wisdom with practical application. In his work, Wu Tang proposed a classification of 9 types of warm diseases. Among these, the type of warm epidemic described by Wu Yu is the most highly contagious. Additionally, there are 8 other categories of warm diseases that can be differentiated based on seasonal patterns and disease manifestations, offering a comprehensive classification method for warm diseases. The book introduced the concept of 3-jiao pattern identification, which was a significant development in traditional Chinese medicine theory and diagnostic methods, following the advancement of Zhong Zhongjing's 6 stages pattern identification and the Wei Qiying Shui pattern identification by Yi Qianxia. The 3-jiao pattern identification divides the human body horizontally into 3 regions: upper, middle, and lower jiao. The upper jiao primarily involves the heart and lungs, the middle jiao involves the spleen and stomach, and the lower jiao encompasses the liver, kidneys, large and small intestines, and bladder. This innovative approach established a new method of classifying human organs, which proved highly applicable in diagnosing and treating warm febrile diseases. The diagnostic process becomes clear and treatment is facilitated. Furthermore, the 3-jiao pattern identification established the normal directional transition of the jiaos as proceeding from top to bottom in a sequential transmission pathway. As stated, warm diseases enter through the mouth and nose. Nasal qi connects with the lungs, and oral qi connects with the stomach. If lung disease reverses transmission, it affects the pericardium. If upper jiao disease is left untreated, it progresses to the middle jiao and affects the stomach and spleen as well. If middle jiao disease is left untreated, it progresses to the lower jiao. It starts from the upper jiao and ends at the lower jiao. Thus, the method of transmission also determines the principles of treatment. Treating the upper jiao is like lifting a feather, it requires a gentle touch. Treating the middle jiao is like balancing a scale, it requires descending for stability. Treating the lower jiao is like simmering a broth, it requires substantial weight for immersion. Simultaneously, Wu Tang adopted an affirmative attitude towards the 6 stages pattern identification in the Shonghan Lun by Zhong Zhongjing. He believed that the Shonghan 6 stages progress from the surface to the interior, from shallow to deep, requiring a horizontal view, while this section focuses on the three jiaos, progressing from top to bottom, from shallow to deep, requiring a vertical view. Although these theories exhibit differences in methodology and analytical approach, they are fundamentally an extension of Yi Tianxi's Wei Qi Ying Shui pattern identification, with significant advancements, particularly in the understanding of disease progression. The two approaches are harmonious and complementary rather than contradictory. Moreover, the three jiao pattern identification further refined the treatment principles of Yi Tianxi's Wei Qi Ying Shui theory. While Yi Tianxi's, when Rilun, lacked sufficient recorded prescriptions, another significant contribution by Wu Tang in the Wenbing Tiao Bian is the inclusion of numerous practical and effective formulas. These include well-known formulas such as Yin Qiao San, Sang Ju Yin, Huaxiong Jing Qi San, Qingying Tang, Qinggong Tang, and 11 Jiao Di Huang Tang, which have become widely used by later generations of medical practitioners. In contemporary clinical practice, a substantial majority of the prescribed formulas are derived from the Wenbing Tiao Bian. Wu Tang's contributions to traditional Chinese medicine lie in the realm of legislative innovation and theoretical refinement. Particularly notable is his significant impact on the treatment of warm febrile diseases. His theoretical advancements and the multitude of formulas he left behind have undoubtedly enriched the fundamental treatment methods of traditional Chinese medicine, particularly in the domains of external pathogenic diseases and warm febrile diseases. When categorizing the four great classics of traditional Chinese medicine, there is a classification that places Wu Tang's Wenbing Tiao Bian alongside the Han Dynasty's Huang Dinei Jing, Shonghan Lun, and Shenong Ben Cao Jing as the essential four great classics that every student of Chinese medicine should study. This underscores the profound significance of his work in the development of traditional Chinese medical theory. Wu Tang is indeed one of the rare and constructive figures in the history of Chinese medicine, representing a pivotal era of progress and innovation. Starting from the next video, I will introduce the specific contents of each chapter of Wenbing Tiao Bian.